Hey fellow nomads, we have some big news. Scott and I are expecting a very, very cool night tonight.
How does it feel in the Airstream?
It feels like we have air conditioning.
It feels blissful.
It's awesome.
So when we left top of Georgia, the RV guy from Atlanta RV Tech in Winder, Georgia, I mean, let me tell you, these guys are great. If you're in northern Georgia or on the east side of Georgia, out by Augusta or out by Athens, look these guys up. They're right off of 316, Highway 316, which is off the Highway 85 corridor. They really saved our butts. We dropped our Airstream off there, and they let me come out during the weekday and spend 5 to 6 hours of labor removing the old air conditioner. And let me tell you, it was one of the hardest parts of the renovation. Of course, saving the best for last and taking a 40-year-old air conditioner out of the Airstream. It all went well. We got it out. It was a pain, just like everything else in the Argosy was a pain. But we went with a Dometic Brisk air conditioner. Of course we had to retrofit it. Of course we did. That's what you do with an Airstream Argosy. But it worked. We got it in. It's fine. We have air conditioning. And it's blissful. So we are in Mistletoe State Park, which is very close to the South Carolina border. If you're taking Highway 20 east, very close to Augusta. Mistletoe State Park is a really beautiful Georgia State Park. The highlight of this Georgia State Park is its lake. The Savannah River was dammed and now is a man-made lake that hovers this state park. And let me tell you, it is a kayaker's dream to come out here and put your kayak in the lake. You can boat. Motorized boating is allowed. They've got docks here at Mistletoe, and the nice thing about Mistletoe is its coves that you can camp right next to if you get the spot, and of course just go swimming on a hot summer Georgia day, which is exactly what we did today. Mistletoe is they both offer 30 amp and 50 amp services. They even have a 120 outlet, all three of them with circuit breakers, of course. So if you need to work on the RV, as I did have to today, you can just plug in your extension cord and do your thing. So it does really have a lot to offer. They have over, they've got about 90 sites, I think 95 to be exact, and they've got cottages, they've got yurts. But really the premiere and the star of the show is the lake and how close you can camp next to the lake. So Mistletoe State Park also has really nice bathrooms. They also have showers in the bathrooms, which are pretty nice. And right now they're very, very clean because of COVID. They've got a huge visitor center where you can buy firewood and you can buy bags of ice. Of course, the visitor center is closed because of COVID. So all in all, Mistletoe State Park has a lot of amenities, but they also have one other thing, and that's a kayak rental place where you can rent kayaks. Of course, that's closed also, but someday that will be open and they will be renting kayaks again. Again, this is a lake that you don't want to miss an opportunity to bring some kayaks. Even if you have a blow-up kayak or a folding kayak, this would be a great place to put that in. So you can have it all here at Mistletoe State Park, right off of Highway 20, very close to the South Carolina border in eastern Georgia.
So,
So yeah, gear can get really super expensive really quick before you even leave the driveway. As Ariane and I found out, every time we think that the Airstream is done and it's all ready to go, there's something else to buy to make it work better. Now, the difference between buying a new RV and renovating an RV, I did a video on that a long time ago. Do you buy new or do you renovate it? And in my opinion, I still think that if you have the time, the patience, the wherewithal, and some skills, I think you should renovate it. But a lot of people don't want to, and they shouldn't have to, and they buy their RV, their camper trailer, whatever they buy, and it should all work. The issue then becomes when it doesn't work. What do you do? And as we have found out so far that like I can fix things pretty quick when I know what's wrong with it because I built it, and I generally know where to look, and at least the beginning of where to look. So, but for other people, when something goes wrong, well, it could be a lot of different things, and where do you start to look? So our RV costs and our material costs and all the equipment that we bought for the Airstream it seems high. It seems like we're always shelling out money. It seems like, you know, buying this, buying that, buying this, and of course buying the new air conditioner and buying, you know, a new 30 amp cord. And it just seems like, you know, we're constantly handing over a debit card or a credit card to somebody, specifically Amazon, to order a part. But in reality, I think that, you know, what we went through is still a bit cheaper than what most people would buy a new RV with, because, you know, when you buy, you know, a $70,000 or $100,000 RV with all the things in it that we have in our Airstream, I would venture to say that they're all third-party different manufacturers, and I would say that when they get shipped to that RV manufacturer, that RV manufacturer is putting probably 20-30% markup on top of that piece of gear, which is why RVs are just so damn expensive. New ones anyway. So yeah, we did shell out a lot of money. It seemed like, you know, the composting toilet was $1,000. Then, you know, you have to run the fan 24 hours a day in the composting toilet. That means you're going to have a battery bank. That means you're going to have to recharge your battery bank. How do you recharge it? Do you use solar? Yes. Do you have to use a generator? Probably. And then that costs. And then you're constantly buying all this equipment just to live a normal life full time in your RV. And often the case, you haven't even pulled out of your driveway yet.